Hello everyone, I'm Alex and this is my review of the No.1 Note 4. Let's begin. Hello everyone, I'm Alex and this is the review of the No.1 Note 4. I got this device from a new website that I tried, 234buy.com. I paid about $155 for the device and it made it here in only 4 days. However, I chose DHL and that's why it made it so fast. The device itself has a 5.7-inch display. It's a 1280 by 720 pixels. It has a MediaTek 6582 processor clocked at 1.3 GHz. This is also a quad-core processor. This is a 3G device. It has 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage. Also 13 megapixel rear camera and a 5 megapixel front camera. However, the front and rear cameras are intrapolated, so the 13 megapixels and 5 aren't exact megapixels of the sensors. This device is also using Android 4.2.2. Let's take a closer look at the box. This device comes in this box, for those of you that haven't seen the unboxing. It's a nice box, it's nicer than most Chinese phones. Nothing special about it, it just looks very nice. Let's take a closer look at the device itself. This is extremely similar to the Samsung Galaxy Note 4. As you can see, everything is identical. The texture on the back, it's identical to the Galaxy device. On the back here we have the camera. This is a 13 megapixel camera, however the sensor is actually 8 megapixel sensor. This is the flash here, this is the fake heart rate monitor, so this doesn't work. This is the No.1 logo right here. Right here we have the rear speaker, and here we have the S Pen. On this side of the device we have the power button. The frame here is actually made out of metal, makes it seem very nice. On top here we have the IR blaster, and this actually works and it is real. This is a fake microphone right here, that's the 3.5mm audio jack. On this side we have the volume buttons. And at the bottom here we have the charging port and what seems to be 2 microphones, however only one of them actually works, one of them is fake. And this is the S Pen right here. On the front here we have the home button, and we do have 2 buttons right here on the bottom. They do light up, as you can see. On top here we have the camera, the proximity sensor and the light sensor. This is the speaker, and there is a notification light right here. The device looks very nice and it feels very nice in hand. It does seem a bit heavier than the original device. And on the scale here it will show 202 grams. That's with the battery included. So it's a bit heavier than the original Galaxy Note device. Next, let's take a look behind the cover here, the rear cover. This feels identical to the one found on the Galaxy Note 4. Very flimsy. This is the battery. This battery claims to be 2800 milliamps. However, I was a bit disappointed by the battery, and I do believe this battery actually has only about 2000 milliamps. There is no way this battery is at 2800 milliamps. However, that is disappointing. The build quality is very nice on it. As you can see, this is where you put a memory card. The SIM card is right here. On the back here we have the IMEI. This is the speaker here. As you can see, the build quality is excellent on this device. I do find it better than most clones that I've seen. So they did put some more work into it. It doesn't squeak, doesn't creak, it does feel good. Let's go ahead and put the battery back on. and I'll power it on so you can see the boot up animation. It will take a couple of minutes here, not a minute but a few seconds anyways. And it will start up any second now. And it's on. First of all, as you can see, it looks identical with the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, like the software. Well, it is more Galaxy Note 3 than Note 4. However, everything seems to work rather fast on it. I haven't found any problems with it. No apps crashed for the 2 days that I actually used this device. Everything seems to work rather good. I don't necessarily like this stock launcher that it has, and I did install Nova launcher. Here you can see it's very similar to the Samsung devices. You can choose widgets and everything else. On the bottom here I did use some other widgets and I'll show you in a second, and everything seems to work fine with it. Here we have the calendar, the S Note, the pedometer actually works, and I'll show you that in a second. So if you'd actually walk, it would actually register the steps, so that works good. Next, let's take a look at the settings app. So as you can see, the menus here are very similar to the menus on a Samsung device. The power saving mode actually doesn't work. You can actually go in it. The device doesn't do anything, just does this and nothing actually happens. So this doesn't do anything. If we go to storage, we'll see the available space on the device. If we go about phone, it will show us Android 4.4.2. However, this is actually fake, and the device doesn't have KitKat on it. It actually has Jelly Bean. It's 4.2.2, so that is fake. And everything else seems to be pretty similar with what you'd see on a Samsung device. Languages, basically all the languages supported by Android, so it's quite a few languages. I installed SwiftKey on it because I didn't exactly like the stock keyboard. Next, let's take a look at the Antutu benchmarks. So the score that we got, it's 19,000, which is pretty normal for this processor. Here we can see the processor, the screen resolution, the rear camera. This is fake. This is actually 8 megapixel sensor. However, this device performs pretty good for this processor and the RAM that it has. As you can see, the NFC is not supported, but that was expected. I'm not sure about the compass here. I tried a few compass apps and they don't actually work. Next, let's do a multi-touch screen, so you can touch this device in 5 places at the same time, and works well. The screen is pretty sensitive. When I first got the device, it had the screen protector on, and on the bottom side of the device. It wouldn't exactly register my touches. However, after I removed the screen protector, everything was fine. I'm not sure if there was a problem with the screen protector or what it was, but everything seems very sensitive right now. The sensor box will show us what sensors this device has. I'm not sure why it shows the magnetic sensor, maybe it has it, but I wasn't able to see it working. So next, for the GPS test, I moved closer to the window here, otherwise it wouldn't find the satellites. I found that it takes under 30 seconds to connect and get a fix, and as you can see, it connected already. I did use Google Maps a couple of times with it, and it worked fine. This is the first clone that I've seen that GPS actually works on it. Next, I will do a speed test on Wi-Fi and then on 3G, so you can actually see the speed on this device. This is on Wi-Fi. This doesn't have that much to do with the device itself. It's mostly the network. And my network is 30 megabytes per second download, so it's pretty close, and 5 upload, so the device is pretty close. And as you can see the results. Next, I'll turn off the Wi-Fi and I'll start the test again. So this time on 3G. The best download speed I got on 3G was about 5 megabytes per second. Well, it doesn't seem it's gonna happen today. And here you have the results for 3G. So not the fastest. Next, I'll open a couple of apps so you can see how the device performs. This is G+. As soon as it loads, everything works pretty good. I turned down the brightness a bit. Next, I'll open YouTube. I'll play one of my own videos here.
Hello everyone, I'm Alex, and today I'll be doing a review of the DHL 4000.
And as you can see, it starts up pretty fast. Next, on Chrome, I have a couple of pages open. As soon as the page loads, it scrolls pretty good. Zooming in and out is done okay. The eBay app, for example, I'll reload. I'll open any ad here. And as you can see, it scrolls pretty good, and the page is open rather quickly. The heart rate monitor, it's fake, so you can start it up, you'll press start, the flash on the back would turn on, you'd normally put your finger on it and then it would take your heart rate, but however, even if I take my finger off, it still takes this heart rate that doesn't exist, so it is obviously fake. The compass, I did try a couple of apps, nothing happens, so it doesn't work. No matter what you do, it will not move. The FM radio, I wasn't able to actually get any channels on it, even though I put my headphones on. Maybe I have the wrong headphones, I'm not sure, but I wasn't able to get any. The flash on the back, it's extremely bright, as you can see. The IR blaster that was supposed to be real, well, I did try quite a few apps for it. For some reason I deleted the app that came with the phone and I cannot get it back. So I did install about 6 IR remotes here, however none of them actually connected to my TV, so I can't really confirm if it works or not. So none of them actually works with my TV. The brightness on the screen is pretty bright. So as you can see, this is the maximum brightness. I'll turn it down so you can see the difference. One thing that I found that it's a bit annoying, if you have the screen locked, so let's say you'd get a text message, normally you'd just pull down on the top to see whatever notifications you have. However, with this device you cannot pull down if the screen is locked, no matter what you do. You'd have to unlock the screen and then check out the notifications. I did find that a bit frustrating, because every time you get a message you actually have to unlock the phone to actually see the message. However, if you have a passcode on any other phone, you wouldn't be able to pull down the notification tab. So it depends how you're using the phone. I've been using Nova launcher with it. I find it much better than the regular launcher. I was able to get any widgets. This is a custom widget I downloaded, and everything seems to work much faster with the Nova launcher, or at least I'm used to it, and that's why I like it more. Everything seems to be more organized, and you can change pretty much everything. Next, let me do a sound test so you can see how the speaker sounds.
Welcome to Fido. Our self-serve menu is available 24/7.
I'm not sure if you can actually hear it.
Actions such as checking your usage, your account balance, or making a payment. To use our self-serve menu, press 1. To speak to a real person.
The speaker on the back sounds pretty loud. The proximity sensor does work.
To use our self-serve menu, press 1. To speak to a real person using Fido Answers, press 2.
The call quality is very good. It's actually much better than my OnePlus One, so I was quite surprised by that. The speaker is very loud, and everybody hears me very nice. I had this phone connected to the Bluetooth in my car, and it works very well even for streaming. I will demonstrate that in a couple of minutes with the Bluetooth speaker. First, let me show you how the rear speaker sounds with some music. So it's pretty. Next, the Bluetooth speaker. So the Bluetooth is on. We'll search for the device. This is the first time it connects to this Bluetooth speaker. and it's taking a bit, and it seems to be connected. Now let's go back to those sounds there, or even a radio station or something. And as you can see, it works very well. Next, I want to show you the battery life on this device. I was rather disappointed by the battery life on this device. I took a couple of screenshots when I was using it. So the first day I used it, I was at 7% charge. I had 4 hours and 4 minutes on the battery. And out of that 2 hours and 3 minutes of screen time. So it's not the best battery life. I'm not sure if that would improve over time, but the first day that I used the phone wasn't that great. Right now we're at 80% and the phone was charged just before I started this video, so it's probably been an hour or so. Let me find the battery here. So as you can see, it's at 79% right now, and it's been disconnected from the charger for 43 minutes. And out of that, the screen was on for about half an hour. So the battery definitely is not the best. So you'd have to keep that in mind. I'm not sure if this would actually take Samsung Galaxy Note 4 battery. Some clones do fit the real battery, and that would give you quite more time. This device has an S Pen, however it works okay, but not the best ever. So every time you take the S Pen out, you get this menu like on the Galaxy Note device. So pretty much you can cut a piece of the whatever you're doing, and then you can send it somewhere. So it does work okay. This is not as sensitive as the S Pen on the real device, and that is obvious. This is only 150 bucks versus 900. One thing I don't like about the S Pen here, the button right here doesn't actually work. So if you don't have that menu anymore, there is no way of actually getting the menu back. So you can press the button here 100 times, nothing will happen. You actually have to put the pen all the way back in and then take it out again so you can get your menu back. So this is the S Pen. The tip right here seems to like be scratching the screen. I don't know, I don't really like it that much, but it's the same with all the clones. The S Pen is not the best. Next, the camera app. I took a few pictures. The pictures do come out okay. There is quite a bit of detail in them. However, if it's a dark place, it focuses rather hard, and it doesn't take pictures that well. I will add the sample pictures and the sample video that I took in the video's description. This is a video test to the No.1 Note 4. The camera app right here, if we go into settings and the camera, It will show us that rear camera is a 13 megapixel sensor. However, this is a 8 megapixel sensor and it's intrapolated to 13. As you can see, it takes pictures rather fast. It seems to focus pretty decent as well. And there is quite a bit of detail in the pictures, so it doesn't take bad pictures whatsoever. If I go into mode here, you'd get everything you'd get on a Samsung device. So it's not a bad camera for the price of the device. The front facing camera here it's okay, it's not the best, and this is a 2 megapixel camera. However, it's intrapolated to 5 megapixels. Next, I'll play a couple of games so you can see how the device performs. It's still connected to the Bluetooth speaker. Next, I'll play Temple Run. It takes a bit to start the games, but I haven't seen any lag in any game. This is the No.1 Note 4. The only thing that I don't like about this device is the battery life. If that would have been better, it would have been an excellent device. I like the build quality, it feels very nice. The screen is also very nice on it. It has great viewing angles. It's a 720p display anyway. As you can see here, the viewing angles are excellent from any angle. There is a lot of light pointing at the device right now, so it's a bit hard to see, but the screen is very nice. I do enjoy it. Pictures look awesome on it, as you can see. Overall, it's a decent device, but again, the battery life, it's not the best. However, if you do want to check this device out, check out the link in the description. There is also a coupon, I believe it's $6 off or $4 off, I don't recall. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe.